Hello and welcome back to the ESV TV Korean Weekly, Season 3, Week 1, Day 2. We're going to be jumping now into Game 2 in this match in Round 3 between Crank and GanZi. And yet again, map number 2 is going to be on Cloud Kingdom because that is a map so many people feel comfortable on. So Crank has chosen this map and let's jump right in and get it started. Here it is, guys. Actually, I just started it, but I am going to go back to the map overlay just for a second. I want to see what the PVT stats are on this map at this point.
Favoring Protoss, baby.
I would
Protoss
assume
OP.
so. Yeah, I mean, this is
Like
been a PVT map that's good for Protoss overall in the past. So, and yeah, 101 to 79 right now. So looking a little bit in favor of Protoss in PVT here. So definitely a good choice for Crank to choose for the second game here. Let's see if he can pull it off. Of course, guys, jumping back in, this is Game 2 between Crank in the 1 o'clock position representing Team Slayers as our light pink Protoss against his opponent in the 7 o'clock position. GanZi as our blue Terran representing Team Complexity with that 1-0 advantage.
I kind of was hoping he'd pick Vicious. It's a 4-player map. Then maybe GanZi would, proxy a factory and then float it into the wrong base.
And then still win.
Yeah. But it's just an interesting topic. I saw Prodigy tweeting about it. Most of the ESV map makers, in fact, I think all of them agree that any map that is certain positions disabled is just kind of poorly designed. So they basically all strive to make maps, and I can't even really think of any ESV map that has certain positions disabled on it. So
yeah, it's a cool way to go about it. I mean, I don't know, in terms of what's the actual problem if you think about it from is it just like some kind of elitist thing? Like, what's the actual problem with having 4 spawns closed? I totally understand the argument of it's just it certainly doesn't seem like as good of a design. Oh my god, he almost gets a SCV kill there. I mean, it seems like it's kind of like a gimmicky way to deal with a map that's just not balanced properly. But
yeah,
but either way, I mean, as long as the map ends up working out well, I mean, it's cool to see them striving to always have their maps be designed as well as possible. I just can't wait to play on Vicious again, man. We haven't seen a game on it yet today. Saw some yesterday, but not that many. And it was a cool map. Not only was it a cool map, it had some really cool doodads and features in it that I really enjoyed looking at, man. It's just cool design.
yeah, I'm excited for the semis and finals. Of course, all best of 5. So with only a 5-map pool, we should definitely be seeing some games on Vicious, which will be good. I've definitely been enjoying the ones on Frigid Pass, and it seems like the chat has been excited for games on the new maps too.
Oh yeah, man. Who doesn't want to see new maps besides some pro gamers sometimes that don't want to have to practice new maps? But for spectators, it's always great and refreshing. It just adds more variety to the gameplay, and you get to see, what exactly are these players thinking? Are they doing what they're doing because that's what you do in this matchup, or are they doing what they're doing because they're on this map? And you only really get to see that type of distinction when you do see a variety of maps and see players playing on a lot of different styles of maps. So SCV being hidden here from GanZi. I don't know if he's actually planning on doing anything crazy with that, or if he's just going to use it to scout later on. But we are seeing a double gas transition immediately after that command center, actually after his bunker. So he's wanted to be a little bit safer this time with that bunker. You can't do that TVP like you can TVZ without a bunker. You'll get decimated by an early stalker. So with this really quick double gas, well, that answers my question. There's a second barracks on the way, so it's just going to be to really rush out some infantry upgrades. We'll probably see double tech lab with stim and combat shield.
Yeah, very interesting to get that second barracks. It's like in TVT, sometimes players will go mech or not go mech, but go fast tanks and poke Banshee and still get that second barracks. So there's still a lot of things we can do. And I mean, we saw earlier today how effective tanks can be on this map. So I definitely wouldn't rule that out. And there's that factory already getting going. And meanwhile, GanZi also has an SCV that he did ninja in. Of course, he pointed out he was hitting it at the 3rd, and he just used that just to double check, make sure, hey, my opponent is expanding, I'm not getting 4-gated or something stupid like that. And he even actually gets to see the 2 additional gateways go down, and so he should have a good read that a robo is definitely something that would probably get thrown down as well with these 2 additional gateways.
Yeah, he knows it's going to be 3-gate, then robo as opposed to gate, robo, gate, gate. But I'm interested, GanZi, instead of, he's not actually going for infantry at all, with that factory, those are basically your two options. I would have expected him to throw it on the factory instead of going for the second racks first. But this version, especially with double reactor the way he's doing it, he's going to have an unbelievable number of Marines popping out. He might just go, well, he is adding on that tech lab for the factory. So I'm actually really confused right now. Like, is he going to actually drop down the starport at all? Is he just completely foregoing it right now? Is he just going to go Marine tank? What's his plan? I mean, tons and tons and tons and tons of Marines can be great, especially if you do add on that starport and maybe just get out like a couple early medevacs. He is going for really quick tanks and really quick siege modes. So we're just seeing this happen more and more often in this matchup. Actually, his bunker is completely empty. The Marines, oh, what a nice move. He actually fakes out. Crank doesn't quite get the stalker, though. A slight miss micro could have picked that off. But that was a nice move. Keep it hidden. Bait the stalker to try to kill your SCV on the supply depot. Bring in the Marines from behind.